What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 7 of our Pokemon Royal playthrough. The previous video was filled with tough battles. We battled Lander, the fire-type gym leader. We also battled Hop again, as well as the Team Yell Grunts. So tons of battles in the previous video. We also got given our own little farm, which we got to check out, which is really cool. And we finished off at Route 5, and we've just made it to Route 6, where we're exploring now, and we've made it to a little camp. And it looks like here's a little game for us, a jumping game that we can take on. So it's kind of like skipping, where the two Venusaur make a jump rope for us. And apparently if we can get more than 20, we can get a prize, and the record is 50. So if we can get more than 50, then we have set the world record, I suppose. And it looks like it's fairly easy, but after every 5 jumps, it gets faster and faster. So our first practice, we got 10 jumps, but it's quite fun. I want to try this again. And you can choose which Pokemon you want to jump with. It is a bit tricky with the button, because sometimes you try and click it, but you don't think you've actually clicked it. But let's see, hopefully we can break the record now. So after 5, it goes a little bit faster. 50 is a lot of jumps. But this is a nice little addition to the game. At least it like breaks up the normal playing routine. Nice to add a little fun additions like this. We've made it to 20. And the Venusaur are making it faster and faster. 25, 26. Wow, okay, we're almost at 30. And it's even faster now. We're pretty much almost just jumping instantly. Oh, can we make it? We're almost at 50, 40, even faster. Wow. If we mess up now, I will be so bummed. But yes, it looks like we've just made it to 50, and it's gotten faster. But we made it. We got 52 jumps, which is the new record. And we got given a select apple and a loaf of bread as a reward. So that was a super fun game. I definitely want to come back and play that a couple more times, especially that there's such awesome prizes as well. But now let's chat to everyone else around the camp. It looks like you can go north, south, east, or west here. And they all kind of link up, and they all have some items for us to pick up. And there's a little caravan camper thing here that also sells a whole bunch of interesting food and ingredients. The chef is willing to sell all of this stuff to you, and there's a lot of ingredients. So I suppose if you want to make some curry or other recipes, you can stock up on ingredients here. In the previous video, we did get like our little cookbook when we were at the farm from Milo. So that might be something that interests you. You can check that out. But now we're going to just try and pick up all these items around this camp area. And then we can try continue on and see if we can make it to the next town. There are a few people to battle here, so you might want to train up some Pokemon. And we just encountered an Abra. I have to catch this. Abra is such an awesome Pokemon from Gen 1. It's a big fan favorite. And it breaks out of our Premium Ball. So we're going to try a Great Ball now. And yes, it looks like we got it. We caught Abra. Another thing I forgot to mention. Okay, wait. Chewtle is evolving. Yes, it looks like Chewtle is evolving into Dreadnought. Booyah! Our Dreadnought is going to be an absolute beast now. Water and rock type. And we caught an Abra, so that's a big score. But like I was saying, I also forgot to mention in the previous video, we found the daycare. We got given a really cool Toxel, and at the daycare you can leave 2 of your Pokemon there to get trained up. And you can also level up your Pokemon there, which we did. We sampled it out. So that's also quite a cool addition. They've tried a whole bunch of new things in this game, which I absolutely love. It's such a polished game and well thought out so far. If this game gets completed and they keep doing it right, it could be one of the greats for sure. I'm also currently playing Pokemon Unbreakable Ties, so definitely go check out my playlist for that if you haven't. And that's also a fantastic game, but that's very story based. There is quite a lot of story in the game, so if that's for you, definitely check it out. A fantastic game. And it looks like we've just made it to Hulbury. We've reached the next town, and Sonia is here, and it looks like Rose is here too with someone. So the other person's name is Olena, and Rose has recognized us, so we're gonna catch up with them quickly and see what's up.
Hey!
But otherwise, I'm super excited to come and explore the town. And wow, look at this huge blimp flying in the air. It's got an advertisement for Nessa, the gym leader. It's a picture of her on her Lapras.
Hey!
And she is the water type gym leader, so hopefully we can take her on in this video. I don't have any electric Pokemon in my team yet, but our Thwacky should be an absolute beast. And I've got a couple water Pokemon, so that should kind of be even the playing field. I am excited to see what adventure awaits us in Hulbury town. And we're going to definitely do some exploring. Let's have a look at all these houses and chat to everybody. There should be a side quest or two, and definitely some items for us to pick up. We just picked up an Eviolite. So we're going to get started. Let's first explore all of these houses closest to the Pokemon Center. And I do want to let you guys know, when you do reach the Pokemon Center, your portable healer gets upgraded. So instead of only having one heal, it gets upgraded to 2, which is super useful. So definitely go into the Pokemon Center when you arrive. At least then when you're missioning around and you're far away from a Pokemon Center, you can just heal up your team twice now. We've checked out the little restaurant, but it looks like we're not allowed in just yet. Next to it, it looks like there's a fishing sailor shop here. So we're going to come and chat to them. Of course, we like fishing. We get given 5 dive balls. And someone wants to measure our Magikarp, but we don't have any Magikarp yet. I suppose if you have a really big one, you'll get rewarded or something. So if you want to do some fishing, go and try catch a huge Magikarp and maybe go back there, and you might get some cool reward. But now there's another house that we're exploring, and it's just filled with Wooper. It's very random, but quite cool. And to the north of the city is the train station. So we might be using this after we've defeated the gym leader. At least we can get our bearings here and just try to figure out where everything is. And now there's another little house for us to explore. And it looks like there's a person here and someone upstairs. And if you come chat to the guy upstairs, he gives you a broken machine. That's pretty strange. So I suppose we can repair it and use it for something. We just got to find a man that repairs old machines. But there's a Corviknight taxi here too, so we are able to fly back to previous areas pretty easily. And this must be where Gym Leader Nessa is. But someone tells us that Nessa isn't here at the moment. She's gone to the Lighthouse. She likes to go there and think about things. So we got to try and find the Lighthouse, I suppose, and try and make our way up to try find Nessa. And what do you know? We've found the Lighthouse. So I suppose we're going to have to work our way up. There's a guy doing construction here on the ground floor or something. So let him do his job. But there is a ladder to go up. And on each floor, it looks like there is a trainer to battle and some items to pick up. We just picked up a metal coat, which is super useful. You can use it to evolve certain Pokemon into steel types like Onyx and Scyther. They can evolve into Steelix and Scizor. But after defeating these trainers, you can pick up a leftovers, which is also an awesome hold item. It recovers your Pokemon's HP a tiny bit after each turn. But it looks like we've made it to the top, and there's a little door here on the eastern side. And we've found Nessa. She's chilling outside here. She likes to clear her head and look over the ocean. And she asks if we're a challenger. Of course we are. We're busy trying to find her so we can battle her. She gives us her card and she tells us that she will be waiting at the stadium for us. So at least we can go back there now and take her on. I'm excited to see what the second gym leader puzzle is. The first one was a lot of fun, where we had to herd all the Wooloo. But I'm guessing Nessa's one is going to be like something involved with the water. Perhaps there's like a surf area or something. I don't know, let's wait and see. I'm very excited. But also I just want to test out our super rod. We got given that in one of the previous videos. And we've caught something. So let's see. We caught a Krabby level 21. One of the original 151 Pokemon. So I definitely want to try and catch this. But if you're looking for a cool water type, you might want to spend some of your time doing some fishing. You'll find a whole bunch of cool Pokemon. And you can also use your radar to find which Pokemon are in each area. You can see all the Pokemon that appear on land. And if you toggle right, it will show you all the Pokemon in the water. So that's a great way to check which Pokemon might interest you. But we caught Krabby, so at least we got another cool water type Pokemon. But I think now it might be time for us to take on Nessa. I can't wait anymore. And yes, we can enter the stadium this time. So there's a whole bunch of competitors here. They're all excited and wanting to take on Nessa, or maybe one of their friends or family are. So we're going to talk to Ball Guy. He gives us 5 lure balls. And now we're going to come and talk to the lady and tell her we want to get going. She's going to make us change into our kit. And then we can get ready and take on Nessa. I'm curious to see how many Pokemon she has. So far it looks like most of the gym leaders have had 3. But wow, this is the gym. So it looks like there's different color platforms blocking the path, and water is shooting up out some of them. And there's little buttons which are color coded to match the color platforms. So when you toggle the switch, it will either stop or make the water pump out of that color. So it's kind of like a turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. You have to get it in the right sequence. So there we switched the red one, and it turned the top one off and the side one on, and then we did it again. So we're gonna have to try figure out the way of how to get through this puzzle and get all of the water sprays down in order to reach Nessa. But it seems there is a little trick to it. But first I just want to battle all of these trainers because they seem to be getting in our way. So here at the bottom, when you toggle the yellow one, you can't get out. So you first have to come back, toggle the blue one again, and then toggle the red one. And once you've toggled the red one, come back to the yellow one. Then you can make out your way through. Toggle the red again and then the blue one. So it has to be in that order. And once you've toggled the blue one, you should have a clear path through. So it did take me a bit of time. I did do it a bit off camera, but it's not too difficult. At least you've seen how to do it now. But let's get into the battle, baby. Let's see what Nessa's got. And the stadium is jam-packed again. Everyone is losing their minds. Are we going to defeat Nessa? I am super curious to see. And I think I've moved Thwacky to the front of my team. I'm hoping it just one-shots everything. But let's see what Nessa's got. Nessa has 4 Pokemon, and the first Pokemon she sends out is a level 26 Goldeen. Our Thwacky's Razor Leaf almost knocked it out. and it used a potion to heal up Goldine, but 2 more Razor Leafs and Goldine got knocked out. Our Vulpix wants to learn Aurora Beam, which is quite a strong ice type attack, so that's also going to be quite useful. We're definitely going to try and learn that. We'll forget Confuse Ray. And the next Pokemon Nessa sends out is a level 26 Mareanie. Even though we take a bit of damage from its Pin Missile, our Razor Leaf knocks it out. We just hang in there by a thread. We've got 4 HP left. But Thwackey has been an absolute beast. It's knocked out 2 of Nessa's Pokemon, half of her team. So next up, we're going to send out Phantom, which also has some grass attacks. But unfortunately, it gets one-shotted by Bite because it is weak to dark attacks. But next up, our secret weapon, we got Dreadnought, which is also a water type, but its bite is super strong. And Dreadnought knocks out Barrascuda, so it's down to Nessa's final Pokemon, and she's also got a Dreadnought. What are the chances? And it looks like she's gonna Dynamax evolve now. I love this, it looks so epic. Whoa! Look at Dreadnought's new form, it looks crazy. Looks like an absolute tank. And it knocks out my Dreadnought, unfortunately. It would have been cool to see Dreadnought versus Dreadnought. But now I think we're going to try and sacrifice some of our weaker Pokemon in order to get Dreadnought to return back to its normal form. I think it stays Dynamaxed for 3 or 4 turns, according to the last gym battle. So we've sent out Charcadet and Zorua. They've both been knocked out. At least that's wasted 2 or 3 turns of its Dynamax. And now we got our Alolan Vulpix. We're going to Dynamax our Vulpix again. And hopefully it can cause a bit of damage. Otherwise, we're going to have to revive Thwackey for sure. Okay, yes, and Dreadnought has returned to its regular form. But our attacks are not effective at all. Ice type is not the right type for Dreadnought. So we're going to have to revive Thwackey, otherwise we're not going to stand a chance. So it looks like Vulpix is going to get knocked out now. But we'll also try and get a potion in for Thwackey so it's fully healed. Vulpix got knocked out unfortunately, but now I think Thwackey's just going to one-shot Dreadnought and it'll be over. So we're going to hit it with a Razor Leaf, and yes, it's done the trick. We have knocked out Dreadnought. Gym Leader Nessa has been defeated, and we got our second gym badge, baby. We got the water badge. And you can see in this little egg puzzle that we've got 2 pieces now. So I'm super excited. And apparently we can unlock new achievements after each gym battle, so you can even buy new TMs at the Pokemon Center. But that was super fun. Nessa was quite a challenge. We were just lucky that we had Thwackey with us. When we come out the stadium, Olina tells us to come to the restaurant. We'll definitely do that in the next one. That's all it's going to be for this one. Thanks for watching.